I don't want to get into the habit of being a news channel, but I did want to talk about these things. The first thing is that from September 27th to October 11th, the Master Leagues and Little Jungle Cup, 3x Stardust. That's a big deal. You should play that. 3x Stardust from here, so the two Master Leagues that come through will both be super duper Stardust. The other thing is Battle Knights are 4x Stardust, and you can play 20 of them. So if you don't play very often, if you play for this little bit of time, that'll pretty much cover it. And you get Noibat from hitting 2500. That's pretty much all the news that I care about. Up here, the remixes come in, which means all of the annoying Pokemon that you hate the most are gone, except for, this is pretty light. Venusaur's not on here. Most used by trainers ace rank and up will not be allowed. Well, that's cool. I think Machamp should be on there, maybe. They took Charizard out last time, and I guess they can't take Charizard and Talonflame out. Anyway, Jungle Cup is those types. I think it is sad that you cannot use Shuckle, because there's like exactly one thing that he's good at, because he can't make it into Little Cup because he doesn't evolve. So it's sad that they don't allow him, even though he would be an absolute menace. His base stat total, level 50, best buddy, and level 50 best buddy Shuckle comes out to like 460 CP, which is his defense is like 300. I don't know. It'd be crazy. And we got, oh no, don't refresh. All right, I'll just scroll back down. We got Weather Ball Normal. It was a new attack. I could have sworn that Cast Form Normal already had it, but I guess it doesn't. The Weather Balls are getting nerfed. Thank goodness. The last video I put up, I was talking about how Politoed is too good with Weather Ball Normal and Mudshot, and I agree with that, and now it'll be just a little bit more in line. I don't know if this efficiency is... the efficiency is lower than Hydro Cannon is. It's lower than, Blast Burn and Frenzy Plant, but it was before. I think Surf is 40-70. So it'll be more efficient than Surf while costing less. So they're still very good moves, but they will do a little bit less damage. I think that's great. Crunch now can lower the opponent's defense. That's neato. That is another buff to Greedent, who absolutely doesn't sneed it. Zap Cannon lowers the opposing Pokemon's attack. The only Pokemon that I think would ever be able to use that is Porygon Z, and that's actually okay. Porygon Z with Zap Cannon could be cool. And if you're looking at these two moves and thinking, did they just release all of the Eevee moves and then buff them after we couldn't get them anymore? I kind of thought so, but the next move is Feather Dance. So it's only these two moves. Zap Cannon does what I just said, and Scald is turning into Octazooka, more or less. I think Scald was 60 energy, 80 damage, and now it's going to be, what does it say? Lowering the energy cost of this. So, it might come down into like a middle range water move, which I feel like we were totally missing. There's like Hydro Pump and Surf, and there's nothing between those except for Water Pulse, which is kind of trash. So this is cool. I only know of 3 Pokemon that have it, and it's Vaporeon, Poliwhirl, Legacy, and now there's one more that they've added it to. And maybe Blastoise got it a while ago, but I'm not sure. Anyway, Feather Dance now costs more, which actually might allow Pidgeot to come back into the game, because I don't know if this is for sure, but Pidgeot's been banned for a very long time, and I think all of the leagues. Megahorn is now a nuke, even more so than it was. I don't know if that's going to change anything. There's not a lot of things that Megahorn could hit and not kill, or was super resisted. Like Mega Horn against Charizard's still not going to do anything, even if you give it 10%. But I don't think that's a big thing. Nidoking gets Sand Tomb. Lowest cost charge move that it has will give it more baiting potential, and now that it has a move that drops your defense just like Nidoqueen does, but ground. Sand Tomb costs 40, and Poison Fang costs this is too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Okay. Poison Jab. Nidoqueen. There. Poison Fang is 35. And it does more damage. So Nidoqueen is still going to be the pick over Nidoking unless you want to use Mega Horn, I guess. Between the two of them, it's probably going to be the two debuffing moves, so Poison Fang and Sand Tomb for Nidoking are going to be the ones that you pick. Earth Power is stupid powerful. It'd be really hard to turn that down. And that's kind of it. I mean, I guess you can go for Stone Edge, but I think most people are going to go with Earth Power. Poison Jab just for coverage mostly. And then Nidoking, his moveset is going to be Poison Jab, Fury Cutter. You could consider it, but probably not. And then, and he's more attack heavy. So Nidoqueen is still stealing the show. I think Nidoking could use Poison Fang as well. But they're kind of close. Nidoqueen is better because of the CP system, but I think that's nice because I really like Nidoking. I think he's cool. He's shorter than you'd think. Poliwrath gets Scald. That's the third Pokemon. The three Pokemon that know Scald are Poliwhirl, Legacy, Poliwrath, and Vaporeon Community Day move. So Poliwrath, I think, is now the only Pokemon that can learn that move by a regular TM. And that makes him kind of special, don't you think? Poly. Oh, no, he doesn't have it yet. But you do. Scald. Yep. Just the three of them. Vaporeon's his Legacy. Poliwhirl's his Legacy. So there's 60, 80, so I would imagine maybe 45, 80, 50, 80 to bring it into that middle position of water moves, because don't have a lot of middle charged water moves, like a Earth Power, but water. Heracross gets Rock Blast, flying types and such. Are they just doing this so they can make the shiny Heracross raids even more tantalizing? Probably not. He's still not very good. Manectric get these moves. That's Poo. Cast Form, which I could have sworn already had it. Weather Ball gets Weather Ball. And then, this is the reason that I made this video. Cofagrius, Coffin, Gagrigus, whatever, is learning one of the best 5 moves. In my opinion, it's the 3rd best fast move in the game, and he is so good. He's so good. He's gonna be everywhere right after Halloween. This back arrow stuff, I bet you're getting sick of. Pokedex. Cofagrius. Okay, look at that health. I mean, look at that stat distribution. Look at that typing. You know what's super effective against Ghost? Write it down, I'll give you 2 seconds. It's Dark and Ghost. And he is now going to get these 3 moves. I think Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball, is such a huge power combination of damage. It's kind of crazy. Counter Dynamic Punch is also up there. Waterfall Hydro Cannon, might be something, but Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball is a huge amount of damage, and it's also from a Pokemon with stats like that. I think this Pokemon is going to be a problem. It is going to be an amazing safe switch for all things that don't have Crunch or Shadow Ball themselves. But since Ghost is super effective against Ghost, it doesn't really matter. But this is big news. And they're bringing it out, I think, in a way to make people hold on to Pokemon and play more often. Because you can't get Yamask. What's his name? Yamask? You can't get a Yamask until Christmas or Halloween comes around, which means that you have to be holding on to one. To give you an example, I have one Pythagoras, and it was back in the days when I thought that stats needed to be good for Pokemon to be good. Turns out that's all a big lie. You want your Pokemon to be very weak attackers, very defensive, and very healthy. Kind of like a Doomsday Prepper. That's the kind of Pokemon that does well in these leagues. I'm getting a phone call. Well, anyway, my Pythagoras is crap, but he's going to be awesome anyway. Make one if you can. Poke-a-pashaw out.